everyone, it's Lisa from ToCreateAWebsite.com, and you guys have been asking me to do more videos about Thesis, so here you go. I recently updated my blog to display this little bio picture and this AdSense banner, and let me tell you, this AdSense banner has increased my AdSense earnings by several $100s per month. This is the first successful AdSense unit I've ever had on this blog. The other units never really converted well, but I always tend to have better success with the leaderboard ads on all of my sites. So I'm going to show you how I did this with Thesis. So for those of you who use Thesis, you know that there are hooks built into the theme. And hooks are basically just customizable areas that you can use to add your own custom code. So for example, there's a hook below the header, above the header, after the post, before the post, after the comments, before the comments. You can put custom code almost anywhere if you learn how to use the hooks. So this area that I'm using here, where you see this AdSense banner and my bio statement and this red box behind it, I am using the feature box hook. So in order to activate this hook with Thesis, it's very simple. You can do it two ways. You can do it by installing the Thesis Open Hook plugin, which when you install it, you will get a link in your WordPress admin panel under your Appearance tab. So you're just going to click it and it'll bring you to this page. And as you can see, it'll show you all the areas that you can customize. So you just type your code right in here and hit save, and then it'll populate on your blog. So it's very convenient if you don't want to get into the code. So what you would do is you would just come down here to this drop down and look for the Thesis hook feature box, which is right there. And so you would just put your code here, your AdSense code or whatever you want, right in here, hit save, and it'll populate. Now, but before you do that, you're going to want to give your feature box a style. As you can see, my feature box is red and it has about 100 or 120 pixel height. So I did that by editing my style sheet. So let's go to Dreamweaver. So as you can see here, I have given my feature box a style, just using some simple CSS code. So you're always going to want to name it #feature_box. You must name it feature_box because that's what Thesis called it in their code. So it's important that you name your ID the same thing. So I've given it some style, display block, margin top 30 pixels. Here's the background color, that's that red color. Here's the height, and I've positioned it relative. Very important if you're going to position things inside your feature box like I have, that you make sure it's positioned relative. Okay? So once you've styled your feature box, you're ready to put the code inside the hook. So as I mentioned, you can do that two ways. You can do that by going to your plugin and looking for the feature box, or you can do what I do. I open up the custom functions file directly because I prefer to actually work in the code because I like all of my code to be in the same location. So now, if you can't see this code clearly, the only thing that you really need is this code here. The rest of this down here is just my AdSense code and the code for my picture. This code right here calls up the feature box. Now, if you were to use the OpenHook plugin, it automatically adds this code for you and you don't have to worry about this. But if you're going to do this directly from the custom functions file, you have to put in this add_action and then Thesis hook feature box, and then you can name it whatever you want to name it, and then you call it up again down here. Now, if you would like to see this code and copy it, the best thing to do is just Google Thesis hook features or Thesis hook code, and I'm sure there are tons of sites out there that give you this code that you can just quickly copy and paste. And if I remember, I'll also put this in the description as well. So once you put that in there, and then of course you have to close it down here, then right in the middle, the only thing you're going to do is put in your code. So if you have AdSense code, if you have a 728x90 leaderboard banner, you would just paste it right here. Now I have some additional CSS around here because obviously if you look at this, on my blog, like for example, I have my picture positioned to the left, I've got the AdSense code positioned to the right, so I had to create a couple of more styles to position these elements. And if you want to learn more about positioning with CSS, I have other videos on this channel that talk about that. So it's very simple. So that's really how you do it. So let me just review one more time. You can either do this by using the Thesis Open Hook plugin and just copy your AdSense code right into this box. But first, make sure you go and open your custom CSS file and give your feature box some style. Give it a height, give it a background color. You can give it a background image, whatever you want to do. And then you put the code either in the Thesis Open Hook plugin, or you can open up your custom functions file like I did and just add the code that way. So if you use AdSense or any type of banner, leaderboard, advertisement on your blog, this seems to be a very good location for me. So hopefully you'll have the same success. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.